the right person. My whole thing is, please, and I encourage anybody, don't settle. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, people will settle because of numerous things. Like, well, I just really want to be with somebody. They're lonely or whatever like that. So they're willing to latch on to anybody that will make them feel, like, wanted, or loved, and it's just, I've never been that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly fine and happy with doing me and being myself, until I find somebody that's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just rush into something. And that's the thing. That's why I'm single. And plus, like I said, it doesn't, end. I'm not saying all of it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in a relationship, it's good, it lasts, that's awesome for you. But like I said, I think the big thing is, a lot of people, they're not really happy with themselves, so how can they also be in a relationship? And that's not taught to, like I said, it's about teaching, younger people that it's like, yo, it's okay to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of harder because you have all these social platforms that have been like, oh, like, look at this. You need this. You need this. You need this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being okay to just be like, look, I need to know what I'm about. I need to be happy with me. And then I'm ready to engage in maybe a relationship. That's how I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's all
for
right.
you, I have a different way I'm going to ask the question. What? Matter of fact, okay. We're not going to touch on the subject, but I'm going to bring this up to answer this question, right? So you were married once. It didn't go the right way, right? It didn't go the way you wanted, obviously. Or the way it was supposed to. Maybe it ended and it was supposed to, whatever, right? Next, now we're moving on. So you just say your relationship now, right? I want to know, how did you know that you were ready to commit to another person again?
So my thought process on that between man and woman, or it's not something I subscribe to, but man and man or woman and woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's about realizing who you are. So, in order to figure out the person that you need to be with, or you should be with, you have to figure out yourself first.
Sure.
And that can be a long process, right? What you like when you're 20, you don't like when you're 40, right? So it's kind of like you have to analyze self. A lot of people, Pete, they look through a window.
Mm-hmm.
When we look through a window, what do? We point.
Yeah.
But when you look through a mirror, you point back.
It's only you,
right? So that's when you're young, Pete. You know what I mean? It's like we spend a lot of time like this. We very rarely spend time with looking within.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ugly shit when we look within. Like real ugly shit.
Your reflection, they always say your reflection
is ugly. So that's the one thing I would suggest to people. And then you may say, well, see, I can't do that. I'm 19, 20. Hey, take your time with it. There's no rush. Don't allow outside influences to be like, you got to get married.
Right.
Absolutely. You got to boom, 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 boom.
Absolutely.
Nah, it's your life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cultures, a lot of ethnicities, they have these structures.
Yeah, it's a construct. Yep.
You got to do this by this age. Da, da, da. And
Absolutely.
You're like, and you trapped in this, my family says I got to do this shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the hardest things for people to do is disassociate themselves with their family because that's all they know.
Yeah, right.
Because when you disassociate yourself with your family, you feel like you're on an island.
Right. Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And these are the closest people to you in the world. Right? So we have to realize to do that and understand ourselves. And I think that once we are able to do that and truly understand who we are as an individual, then we'll make better decisions in regards to who we are supposed to pick or be with. Now, you notice I'm not saying like some man shit. I'm talking about men and women.
Right.
These are things that we both have to do.
Absolutely.
Human being. Figure out who you are and then be like, yo, because what I liked when I was 20 was not what I'm attracted to when I'm 40. But when I was 20, I didn't even really know who I was.
Right. Absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense. That was good.
Absolutely.
Both of y'all answers was pretty on point.
Because I feel like our answers were similar. too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you really do have to start with yourself. You have to know yourself, and that's what's so strange about it, man. You have people that don't even like, you know, oh, you can ask them a question. Do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? That's crazy. You have people that don't even consider that, or don't want to face that. You know what I'm saying? It's
a little phone call to deny.
You hot, baby. You hot.
You know what I'm saying?
They seen it like, man, who the fuck these motherfuckers?
Yeah, but nah, it definitely, you can't love really anybody the way that, you know, you're supposed to until you kind of love yourself. That's how I feel, man. Like, you have to, just like Kamara was saying, like, you have to know who you are and realize that your choices that you made when you were younger, they're not going to be the same when you're older, because hopefully when you get older, you become wiser and you know more about yourself than you did at such a young age, you know?
That's true. That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
I just really wanted y'all to viewpoints there. I have really nothing to add. I just wanted to hear what you guys thought about that. As a older black males, what was your outlook? But it sounds, some of it's a little bit like I said, but his answer was interesting in the sense also being young, having to realize you don't have to be with everybody, whatever the rules are. You realize there are no rules. And that's something I had to realize. I realized that a couple, like maybe 5 years ago. Like, there's no, I gotta do everything. I can't. There's no this book of how it's supposed to go.
Plus, think about it, and I don't mean it's outdated. It's
hell yeah! Dating in 2020 is not dating in 1970.
Right, it's outdated.
It's not the same.
It is not in any way.
Was not around.
Right, in any way. Like,
that's a whole nother.
Right, you have these social platforms.
This dating shit is crazy. This is some bullshit.
It's crazy, bro.
All right, we'll end it on some good fun, good lighthearted.